wrap around, score!
Hello and welcome to another edition of Gulls All Access. I'm your host, Andy Zilch. Another addition to the organization, Brogan Rafferty, was signed to fortify the defense for the Gulls. The former 2020 AHL All-Rookie and All-Star has been able to flash that All-Star talent this season after a year on the NHL taxi squad. I sat down with Brogan to discuss his hockey life. How about Brogan Rafferty? Rafferty, nice move. He'll get some space, carry it in. Scores! Brogan Rafferty!
He can play against anybody. He can put the puck in the net, but what I like is this two-way game.
There for Brogan Rafferty, and just silky, soft hands.
Now joined with defenseman Brogan Rafferty, who is a Chicago native. And Brogan, growing up outside of the city of Chicago, is it a safe bet to say that you were a Blackhawks fan growing up?
Oddly enough, I was a Red Wings fan growing up. The Blackhawks, they weren't very good when I was growing up, so it led me to the early 2000s Red Wings, who were very good. And I was always a hockey fan. My dad grew up playing hockey, and my grandpa actually got me into hockey when my parents were on vacation. So yeah, I started when I was like 5 or 6 years old.
Who would you idolize or try to model your game after? Was it a Red Wing or was it somebody that you knew personally?
No, it was. When I was younger, until the age of 17, I was a forward. I was a centerman, so I idolized Pavel Datsyuk, who was on the Red Wings. Yeah, so that was my guy growing up.
Talking more about your hockey style, did you have any mentors, any coaches that you really gravitated towards and helped you turn yourself into a professional hockey player?
My dad, obviously, he was my coach until I was probably 13. So obviously I looked up to him and he taught me a lot. I had a coach in particular, his name's AJ Dagenhart, and he did a lot for my career, really believing in me when I didn't think anyone else did.
Well, another element of your story is your limited vision. So what's the story behind that? How did that happen and how have you overcame that?
I was born with it. Just my right eye, I'm technically legally blind in it. I have contacts I wear all the time, and if I don't wear those, I wear glasses. Without them, I'd be like Velma from Scooby-Doo. I was born with it, so I don't know what perfect vision's like. So I try not to even let it affect me day to day and, feel sorry for myself about what would it be like to have perfect vision. So I just kind of deal with it and live my life.
Did you know that Willie O'Ree, the San Diego Gulls great, has a similar condition?
I did. I heard that I think a couple weeks ago, and he didn't tell anybody. Right? He kept it a secret because he didn't want anything hold him back from playing.
I want to read you a quote that he said, and I just want to hear your thoughts on what he said. He said, "Forget about what you can't see and concentrate on what you can see." I'm sure that resonates with you, right?
Yeah, that's an awesome quote. You always hear these quotes from people and you're like, how do they think of that? Like, it's so inspiring. It's such a great quote. No, that definitely resonates with me. Just focus on what the cards that you're dealt, so to say. Don't make any excuses for yourself and just try to be as happy as you can.
Former Gulls captain Sam Carrick has had success in the NHL that has left a void for the San Diego Gulls captaincy role. Head coach Joel Bouchard filled that void by selecting a very deserving member of the team. Greg Padron, the defenseman for the San Diego Gulls, was recently named the new captain for the Gulls. We were able to catch up with Greg to get his thoughts on what it means to become the leader for the club.
It's a huge honor and a great opportunity to have a letter like that with any team, but I'm really excited to be able to have that here.
And across the line, Pearl blocks it, Padron scores!
Just try to go out there and show how to do it every single night. And I think that's the biggest thing, is just being a consistent player and giving the coaching staff and management a consistent thing every night, something that they can rely on.
I think he's got instant respect from everybody, the way he carries himself. he's been a big brother for all the young guys, and I think a sounding board for some of the veteran. And he's also been such a professional through everything that we've done so far. So from our standpoint, it was well deserved, I think.
You know, Sam, he wore the C here before, and you know, he did such a great job, and he's got a great opportunity, and I'm really happy for him.
Does anything change for you?
No, I mean, I think that's one of the things that kind of comes with that is you just continue being who you are, and you know, you obviously got it for what you're doing, so I'm just going to stick to that.
Coming up, we recap our season of giving and check in with our recent Gulls grads right here on Gulls All Access, presented by California Coast Credit Union. The San Diego Gulls third jersey is here, and you don't want to wait on adding this all-new blue, white, and orange line of Gulls gear to your closet. The third jersey line pays homage to San Diego hockey history and includes hats, shirts, jerseys, and more. Purchase your third jersey gear now at sandiegogulls.com/shop. Welcome to the broadcast. We enjoy that you're with us here tonight. This is Brian Hayward with Andy Zilch, filling in as John Allers tested positive for COVID-19.
Here's Carrick bringing in the offensive zone. Scores! Sam Carrick! His 7th of the season, and the Ducks take a 1-0 lead.
Welcome back to the broadcast. I'm Andy Zilch with Brian Hayward. We're looking for some magic that we had last time that the Ducks were in Vegas, where they were able to come back and get some points.
He centers, Milano in front, gets left, shoots and scores! 11.4 remaining, but the captain breaks the shutout bid for Brossois.
Thank you to the production team for putting that together. Of course, the man who scored my first ever Ducks call was former Gulls captain Sam Carrick. He kickstarts this week's edition of Gulls Grads as we look into the success that these players have had with the Ducks. Sam Carrick was red hot in December, tallying 3 goals in 5 games. As of Saturday, January 15th, Carrick has 8 goals and 2 assists in 28 games played this season, his first full season in the NHL.
He is on fire. McNabb and Carrick finally get to lock horns. Carrick with another left. He'll add one more as McNabb gets sent down.
So it was a long time coming for sure. It was a long break, but we're happy to be back.
Trevor Zegras was named the NHL's Rookie of the Month for December. Zegras led all rookies with 9 assists and 11 points in 9 games.
Zegras, he's in, he scores! Trevor Zegras! The magic of Trevor Zegras.
He is the first Ducks player to be named Rookie of the Month since goaltender John Gibson in December 2015.
He scores! Trevor Zegras, overtime game winner!
Zegras found the score sheet in 6 of his 9 December appearances, including a 4-game streak to open the month that featured 3 straight multi-assist performances, including his viral alley-oop pass to Sonny Milano. The 20-year-old ranks top 5 in the league for all rookies in shots on goal, goals, points, assists, and power play goals.
He says, give me the puck, and he just hammers that one, and the shot is perfect.
On January 4th, Gulls grad Troy Terry carried the Ducks to a 4-1 victory over the Flyers with his first career hat trick.
Terry has a hat trick!
As of January 15th, Terry has 22 goals and 36 points in 38 games played this season. His 22 goals has him ranked in the top 5 in the league for goals.
The makings of a big night for Troy Terry.
A recent COVID outbreak opened the door for numerous Gulls players to get their first NHL call-ups. Bryce Kindop made his NHL debut on January 4th, registering 2 shots and a takeaway. Ali Lozoff caught up with Bryce during intermission.
Bryce, how are you feeling 2 periods into your NHL debut?
Got my legs under me, a couple good shifts there, and yeah, it's been good so far.
Making his Ducks debut the same night, Danny O'Regan shared his expectations with the broadcast pregame.
Put some pucks to the net, hopefully make some plays offensively and be reliable in the D zone.
O'Regan logged 2 block shots and a career-high 18 minutes and 32 seconds of ice time. Jacob Perreault made his NHL debut on January 8th, playing on a line with Gulls grad Trevor Zegras.
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, dreamed of this as a kid, so it's really good to be out here.
The following evening, it was Braden Tracy and Lukasz Dostal's turn to make their NHL debuts. Braden shared his experience in a mid-game interview.
A little bit nervous at the beginning there, and after I got my feet wet and the first couple shifts there, it got a little bit better as it went on.
Dostal shined in his debut, earning a win with 33 saves, the most by a Ducks goaltender in their NHL debut.
And get a game puck for Lukasz Dostal.
It was unreal. Like after the game, like I just started crying because it was so much pressure. Like in the end, they closed us into overtime and the shootouts. I just wanted to win it for the guys, for the team, and luckily it happened. And it's unreal, and I'm so blessed.
All December long, the Gulls embrace the holiday spirit, giving back and celebrating with the community of San Diego. Let's look back at the season of giving. On December 4th, Gulliver and the Gulls girls joined the colony to march in the 42nd annual Ocean Beach Holiday Parade. The San Diego Gulls and Operation Homefront held a military family food donation at the rink's Poway Ice.
So Operation Homefront is excited to partner with the San Diego Gulls for a holiday meals for military event. Today we are serving the junior enlisted and post 9/11 wounded, ill, or injured service members and their families.
Volunteers helped distribute meal kits and household essentials to roughly 400 military families in the San Diego area.
So San Diego Gulls Foundation is proud to be here today to support Operation Homefront and to serve the military families here in the San Diego community. We're here in a support role today at Poway Ice. They're also receiving a number of gifts from Operation Homefront sponsors and supporters, as well as a snow globe and holiday card from the San Diego Gulls.
The Gulls' inaugural book donation took place in December with 1,300 books donated to classrooms at Porter Elementary. The goal of the event is to help encourage and prioritize the importance of reading outside of the classroom. The Gulls work closely with San Diego Unified and Scholastic to help identify and distribute the books, all in the hope that the students would cultivate a love for reading. The Gulls wrapped up the season of giving with a fan favorite, Teddy Bear Toss Night. A Bo Grew goal in the second period initiated the Teddy Bear Toss from a packed Pechanga arena.
Terry over the line for Grew. He shoots! Scores! Go Bears!
In total, 5,023 bears were collected. The bears were distributed to roughly 16 different local charities during the Christmas and New Year season, including the Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego, Father Joe's Villages, San Diego Center for Children, Outdoor Outreach, Say San Diego, and Operation Homefront. Over the past few seasons of the Teddy Bear Toss, the Gulls have collected and donated nearly 50,000 stuffed animals in the San Diego area. Coming up, we'll have part 2 of our sit-down with Brogan Rafferty, right here on Gulls All Access, presented by California Coast Credit Union. Looking for ideas for your next group outing? Save on tickets when you bring a group of 10 or more, with prices starting as low as $17 per ticket. Plus, enjoy group benefits including recognition on the scoreboard, special pricing on Gulls hats and scarves, and increased priority for premium games. Visit sandiegogulls.com/groups to learn more. On Saturday, January 15th, the Gulls hosted their first ever Marvel Superhero Night. The team wore Spider-Man themed warm-up jerseys that were autographed and auctioned off that night, with all the proceeds benefiting the San Diego Gulls Foundation. In addition, the first 8,000 fans received a free Gulliver superhero poster. Before the game, we asked the players who their favorite Marvel superheroes are.
Marvel superhero. I'll go Iron Man. All right, my favorite superhero, Captain America. Spider-Man. Yeah, that's gonna be Tony Stark for sure. Iron Man. Spider-Man.
Oh, Iron Man.
Thor.
Iron Man's the greatest. Like, it's so sick. Yeah. Spider-Man is pretty nice. Being like a teenager, it's pretty sick.
Actually, no. Iron Man. Captain America, Winter Soldier. Probably Spider-Man. Thor, for his hair. Oh, you gotta go with Spider-Man.
And now, part 2 of my interview with defenseman Brogan Rafferty. You know, to go back to your early playing days, what was the decision to go to Quinnipiac? First attend the school, and also you wanted to be a part of the hockey program as well too.
Yeah, I would say it'd probably be the other way around. I went there for hockey and so happened to get a great education as well. I really just fit in well with that coaching staff and all the players there, and look back on my time at Quinnipiac with nothing but fond memories and great friends for life.
Now, you were undrafted and you make your way to the pro level anyways. How did that opportunity come about for you?
My first year at Quinnipiac, I had a really good start to the year. I came in a little bit early and started training with the strength coach there, who's world class. And the coaching staff and getting comfortable, had a great start to my freshman year and really started gaining pro attention. Then when the time came to sign, I felt ready, and so did my coaches at Quinnipiac and my parents and everything, and had a list of teams that were interested and decided to sign with Vancouver and kick off my pro career.
And you did too, with a bang. Yeah, and you went right to the NHL. What do you remember about your first NHL game? I love hearing these stories.
I don't remember much. I think that'll be a common theme if you ask people, what do you think about your first NHL game? I don't remember much. It was in Nashville. Very nervous, obviously. Didn't sleep much the night before. It was kind of a crazy week. Our season ended at Quinnipiac. We were out of the playoffs, and the next day I was on a plane out to Vancouver. So very crazy, but very, very surreal for me to be in that environment at the time of my life.
The next year you get settled in the American Hockey League and you get to play a full pro season. And you stepped on the scene without missing a beat either. You were a part of the AHL All-Rookie team, the All-Star game, the second AHL All-Star team. With all those accolades, when you look back at that year, what do you remember most, and how did you feel during the course of that season?
I just felt very comfortable going into Utica that year. Obviously, I played those 2 NHL games with Vancouver that spring, and it gave me a lot of confidence. So I hit the ground running, had a really good training camp with Vancouver, started the year in Utica and finished in Utica. I was just very comfortable and kind of had a little chip on my shoulder, not to hold anything back. Don't be tentative, just kind of attack it head on and play your best every night if you can.
The very next year, obviously after COVID hits, we have the taxi squad. And I talked to Buddy Robinson about this in a previous episode. He had 9 games, you had 1 game. You were the casualty of the taxi squad. Too good for the American Hockey League, but you're on an NHL roster. How did you handle that adversity?
It was tough, I'm not gonna lie. I would say, physically you go through the bag skates and the taxi squad skates that you do with the low numbers, and you get a lot of reps in, so you're tired, but mentally it's the hardest part. And I'm very grateful I had my wife out there with me. She picked me up a lot when I had my down days, but at the end of the day, you're getting paid to play a game, and that's what I try to tell myself. Other people have it worse, and just try to enjoy every day and come to the rink with a positive attitude and try to get better and hopefully crack the lineup.
And then you go to this year where you're with our organization now. So what was the anticipation coming to the Ducks organization, and what drew you to sign with Anaheim?
I heard nothing but good things about the staff here, to be honest. I reached out to other people who have played here in the past and who also play here, and they have nothing but good things to say. Southern California is beautiful, but at the end of the day, you have to go where you're going to be happy and where you're going to play. And that's what I felt most comfortable coming here. Was the staff was great, the opportunity was obviously there, and it was more of a fresh start for me.
What are your thoughts about the city of San Diego now that you're settled in here and you've had some time to experience it?
I love it. I'm a very proud Chicagoan, but San Diego, that's up there on my list of best cities to play, best cities to live. I think we had an off day last week, and I went golfing with some of the guys, and I'm driving around on the golf cart in December and I'm looking around like, wow, I'm so blessed to play here and do this for a living.
That'll do it for this show. Join us next time as we introduce you to assistant coach Max Talbot. Thanks for watching, and we'll leave you with the best moments from the first half of the season. A season opener 2 years in the making. Time to welcome fans back into the arena.
It's back to Rafferty, near circle, Perot shoots, scores! Jacob Perreault puts the Gulls on the board, a slap shot. Larson adds another shot stop. Tracy wrap around, scores! You know the crowd is ready.
Get ready. You know the crowd is. You know the crowd is. You know the crowd is ready.
Stand back in. They got numbers. Tracy shoots and a save. Rebound. Marlowe scores. Garrett outlet up to Tracy. Partial break. Cuts in. Shoots. Scores. Listen to America's finest fans. Rafferty, nice move. He'll get some space. Carry it in. Scores. Brogan Rafferty. Unbelievable. America's finest fans, let them know.
The Gulls debuted their much-anticipated third jersey that was 5 years in the making and pays homage to hockey history in San Diego.
You know the crowd is ready.
And at Tracy, cuts towards the slot, shoots, scores! Right off the draw, Rafferty scores! Carry it to center, he'll charge to the empty net, scores! Robinson with a fist bump, seals 4 consecutive victories against the Barracuda. Starts, he'll pick it up in center, move in, stick handle, shoot, score!
Lets one loose here, rebound in front, they scored! Bo Grove finds the loose change in front and puts it home.
Over the line for Brew, he shoots, scores! Roll the Bears! And a fan favorite returns to San Diego. And the second year forward, Bo Brew delivers the Teddy Bear goal.
See you in the second half of the season.